ends. Panels break the page. In this world we hold the line. Around the table we discuss the fantasy. Tired Mark and friends, classic tales won't bend. Oh, high, Superman in the sky. Oh, Gotham's dark, Batman's ready to try. Oh, Amazon power, Wonder Woman fierce. Swinging in Spider-Man, none can pierce. X-Men strong, united they stand. Fantastic Four exploring new lands. Ben Grimm's strength, solid as stone. Heroes together, never alone. Heroes rise like the night, battle on with all their might. Saving worlds, making things right. In their hearts they hold the light. Oh. Clashing through each villain we face. Justice calls, it's not a race. Capes and masks, bravery shown. In their hands, truths unknown. Heroes rise, light the night. Battle on with all their might. Saving worlds, making things right. In their hearts, they hold the light. Through the shadows, through the fight, they stand tall, defend the night. Unity, strength, love they give. In the spirit, forever live.
Between the years when the ocean drank Atlantis. Greetings, one and all, and welcome to the Comic Book Roundtable here on Loki's Warnings of Mischief. Clobbering Times is Comic Book Roundtable. What is up, gentlemen? I take it that you guys have had a chance to read this in the last couple of days, at least the first four. The first four, that's what we're going to be talking about today. Conan the Barbarian from Titans Run. But let me welcome everybody. Good. I almost said good morning. Holy crap. Good evening, everybody's there. It's because I'm stuck doing mornings. I almost never do anything in the evening now. Good evening, everybody. It's good to see you. And good evening to our wonderful panel here. We have got Mark D with a C. What's going on, brother? How are you doing?
Happy New Year, everyone. Merry Christmas. If I missed that with everyone, Happy New Year. Yep. Doing great. I got a cool corgi. You know, we're not doing toys yet, but look what Santa got me. So we'll show that later. But that's the repro, the corgi I always wanted as a kid and never had.
I hear Eris is sporting a new Batmobile because of Mark D with C. It's all his fault. Blame it on Mark.
I like that. I'll take that blame. Yep.
We've got Mark the Infinitely Tired. That's two Marks. We've got two Marks on our show. Mark the Infinitely Tired. What's going on, bro? How are you doing?
What's up? Leads to a lot of confusion, but I think we can get this one down. But everything's fine. Great. Having a great time. And hey, everybody.
Good to see you. You've kind of disappeared off of the YouTubes.
Taking a little break, but work is kind of interfering with that too. I'm just keeping to certain channels and stuff like that. Being trying to behave a little bit more. You know what I mean?
24/7 Fusion Media is here. How are you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. Just trying to enjoy this new year that's bestowed upon us. So other than that, just trying to take it one day at a time.
I hear that, bro. I hear that. You got any good news you want to share with us?
Oh, I mean, I moved, so just got my own spot and it's ready to get back to work, man. Jump back on on this YouTube sphere and see what happens this year.
Oh yeah. Congratulations, brother. Classic Comics. We have Classic Comics here. What is going on, man? How are you doing? How's the new year treating you so far?
Well, okay. So far, I was actually sick the past week, but I'm getting over it now, so that's good.
Yeah, it is good to see you, gentlemen. I have not seen you, gentlemen, in like it feels like forever. We have not
It's
done a
last
comic book
year.
roundtable since last year. Yeah. Holy crap. Okay, we're gonna be talking Conan tonight. We're gonna be talking about Titan's run of Conan. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm a huge Conan fan. I've got all kinds of stuff. I've got the Atlantean sword, the Father's sword. I got the comics. I've got comics coming out my butt. I've got like 100 of the who did it? Marvel, DC. I don't know. I've got a whole package of them. Was it Marvel?
Yeah, Marvel did the
Okay.
original run of Conan.
Okay, I've got like 100 of those.
I never knew that Dark Horse did a run of Conan. I did not know that until I read the comic online when you asked to read the Titan comics. I never knew that Dark Horse did a run.
So, Mark D, I assume you've read these.
Yeah, I actually added that to my list because Nick Weiser was yelling at me. It's like, why aren't you buying this? You're buying all. Where's some of my Garbaggio comics I have back there? But let me, show a cover just to make fun of it. But that was what we do with Clobbering times. It was like, show. Let me grab one quick. But show Mark D's, horrible comics that he purchased. Where's like a bad cover here, like my latest. Well, that could be kind of fun, but what's that doing on the comic book cover?
Yeah.
Where's
it's Nightwing? Why does Nightwing look like, yeah.
So that was like one of the fun segments of,
I'd buy that just for the cover.
Well, this is Alex Ross, so Alex Ross is usually pretty good. But here, like this, all right, now if I showed this to Clobbern times, he would have been,
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing?
What the hell is that? Yeah, what the hell is that, and why do you have it?
Here's an intervention, yeah. So so that's not bad. The face isn't I don't know why Iron Man's smiling. It looks too friendly there, but that looks a little bit like Bob Layton's copying Bob Layton. And of course, all right, so Scotty Young, he's got a style all his own, so I guess that's passable, but but yeah, this Conan book has had some great artwork. It actually reminded me of the artwork on who did Prince Valiant? Was Hal Foster was looking at who was the artist on that? Was it Hal? For some reason it just reminds me of that, the epic, sword and sorcery work. And Conan is such a kick-ass character. I'm guessing most people are introduced to Conan through the Arnold movies, right?
Right. Yeah.
Stretch.
Not a lot of us like had the books forced on us by our father. Like, yeah, here, read this. It'll put hair on your chest. Okay.
So what's great is Marvel's seen better days. So it's great that Titan got this run, and it's just got the IP. And I the art in these issues is just fantastic. It's so good. I don't know if you can show any pictures of it, but like that first issue right away, there's a gorgeous spread. And I'm just scrolling through it again to just jog my memory. But with the bear on what page is this? Page 5 or 6. But I mean, just a gorgeous 2-page spread there, and getting back, and you got girls that have curves again, right? That's allowed, right. Which is nice, and just that toxic masculinity that you're not allowed to have anymore. It's just great to have that in a comic again, and the Marvel stuff was very very generic or very safe, and I love the sword. And
you thought so?
To me, it's very reminiscent of Savage Sword of Conan, is what it's very reminiscent of.
Well, this one, yeah, this, yeah. But just Marvel plays it so safe now these days, or just goes, totally.
Oh yeah.
Not the old Conan stuff, but so I'm just glad that Titan had this, but I think
they do, man. They have forged a story here that has got me into buying comic books again. I'm like virgin cover. I need the virgin cover of every single one of them. I will have them all. I've got a couple graded in there that are virgin covers, and I'm like, oh yes, they will all be mine. I don't know about y'all, but that's a very rare thing for me to say today. Is all these new books coming out? I want them. I want every single one of them. I want to get them all. I want to collect them all. I gotta have them all. I'll buy multiple copies of the first one just to get the different covers.
So you're buying
Right.
all the like if if issue has 4 covers, you're buying all 4 covers, or
If I can find them all. But I'm not like eBaying anything. I'm not ordering anything. It's all about, well, this is going to keep me going out to comic book stores. So I'll keep going out and looking and see what I can find.
Right.
I am very much I want to go out and find it in the wild guy. That may seem like crazy for some people. Why don't you just tell them to put it for you, put it in the back and hold on to it, put it on your list? Because I want to find them all. I want to get them all. I want to get as many as I can on my own without any kind of like, oh, get this for me and this and this and this and this and this.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you say you'd rather just pluck it from the shelves instead of having the people behind the counter grab a pull list for you.
Yeah.
I got you.
It's the same thing. It's the same thrill when I go out and I'm at like a convention or
Right.
I'm at a game store, whatever, and I find something that's like, holy crap, there's Marvel versus Capcom on the Saturn. Well, there's only 1,000 copy of these known to exist anymore, so why not? It's the same thing to me anyway. It's like, holy crap, look what I found, and I know to look for it. It's something I constantly am like, okay, Conan, I'm looking for Conan, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that. Keeps me interested. It keeps me going back. I need that. I just won't go. I won't care. I won't care to go. I need something to take me to the comic book store.
Yes, I guess it's the thrill of the hunt.
Yeah, the thrill of the hunt.
it is a lot of fun finding stuff in the wild. I remember one time I was at like some kind of like junk store, and they had a stack of Marvel pillows from the 70s that were like blow up vinyl clear pillows, and they were like $1 each. Looking back, I should have bought the whole box. Like, here's $20 for the box. And it was like, what are they doing in this store? Like, but it was so cool to like find. That was one of the finds I always, remember. But what the problem now with all these multiple covers, I order from Atomic Empire, and they have actually covers you have to bid on. The Conan, I'm not sure if they have that, but they have like these incentive covers. You have to bid like $10 or $20, or some of them are like $50, and you might not even get the cover. It's depending on what the next guy bids. So, I don't know if you. So yeah, if you could find one of those in the wild, but that's what drives all these prices up. And it's like, just enjoy the comic for what it is. But yeah, when you really like it, like you like those, really like this Conan comic, it is nice to get those extra covers. And I just pick one out of the list on the pull list, and I go, oh, I like that cover the best. I'll pick that one for this month. But it's fun to be in the store, and then and then you always go home spending a little bit of extra money, probably, which you shouldn't be doing. But yeah.
Well, I had to ask a lady. I was like, okay, why is this one up here like $25 and the one over here is $4? They're the same comic book, right? And she goes, well, you see, that's like a 1 in 100. And I'm like, are you serious? You're doing that now? That's an immediate price inflation of, well, it says $4.99 on the cover, but you're gonna make me pay $25 because it's 1 in 100. Okay.
Yeah, that's I mean, to actually get the 1 in 100, I mean, the store would have to order 100. Not to say that they'll actually sell the 100 copies of whatever the fuck it is, but they would have to at least order 100 from Marvel or whoever to get the incentive to get that 1/100. And it's funny because they'll have like what's that, like a 1/115th, the 1/25th, 1/50th, 1/100th variant. And yeah, man, they're just think, man. And then the thing is, it's hard to sell 100 copies of any comic. Well, not really. I would have to say, but damn, I mean, how many? Fuck, man. Whew.
There we go.
So this is my pull list. So here's Conan for the month. So Conan 18. So you got to scroll through all your books you're picking. So I got to pick, that's the standard cover.
Okay.
And then if I want to, the Latore cover is here.
I like that.
I like that one. Yep.
Yeah,
and
that's
there's
nice.
the Lao cover. That's pretty good too. And then they've got McLean. What's this one? Yeah, see, I don't like that. I mean, maybe
I
some.
know the last one. I'd probably go with the last one or the second one.
I'm gonna go with
Second
the
and
second one
third.
for now.
Yeah.
So then you got to go here, and then you got to go 0. And then here's
19.
Wait.
19, yep.
So
That looks
what's the
kick-ass.
Yeah, that's good.
wait. So the fifth cover is what? What's that green thing on that? Yeah.
Well, it's empty right now, so I guess it's if I click on it, is it going to show me anything? No, it's not going to show. So it's going to be a variant. I guess they haven't gotten the artist is probably late. I'm guessing with this cover.
I got you.
Yep.
All right.
So there's cover B.
Not nearly as good as cover A.
Yeah, cover C. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
Agreed.
That's kind of cool. Yep, with the. And then this is D. That's more of that. Hell no. Yeah.
Nah.
So
No, I like the
I'd probably
snake with-
stick with A, but like Loki would be like A, B, and C, right?
Probably.
Well, that first cover looks like a Frazetta cover. It almost
does.
It looks.
Yeah, it
It
does.
has a
That's my
very
boy.
Frazetta fit.
Yeah.
That is my boy too. Is Rosetta.
But like just to show you guys, here's like a Batman. If you wanted to pay, you could pay $10 just for the option to bid on that cover. You've got a $10 minimum.
That is a
Let's see
sweet
if-
cover. I
is.
dig that cover.
It is a cool cover. Yep. So that's $10, and that's not. See if there's one that's like really, really expensive. Let's see. One. Yeah. See, like here's Brooks Animated, 1 in 50 for Thor. So you have to bid $25.
Well,
No.
I mean, I've spent. I bought one. No, actually, I bought two. I got a 1/100th variant of a Flashpoint, something like a comic. Yeah, it was some kind of comic book, and then I have to look at it again. It's been a minute, and then I also got like a 1/25th variant of Captain Carrot
Oh my god.
during
Can't believe you did that.
during like one of the DC multiverse crossovers.
Dude, that looks like after school cartoon.
Yeah,
That looks horrible, man.
that was horrible, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks pretty badass.
That looks badass. I love.
Yeah, that's good.
I love line art. So that's almost
Yeah.
like just line art. They did a little coloring, but they left it.
I don't know, man. The shit they're doing with Nightwing nowadays, and for the last fucking few years, just has me like, I don't know what the fuck. They're saying that they got this new Nightwing storyline that he's getting ready to use his fucking wealth from being like with Bruce Wayne or whatever
Yep.
to fucking buy weapons to take down superheroes. Like I guess like the Punisher or some shit like that. I don't know. It's just weird as fuck. I was like, this is what the fuck they don't got nothing better to do with Nightwing.
No, they
Right?
don't.
Fuck.
gone
It's
so-
either that or are they trying to see how tight his ass is in the suit? Like this is bullshit. Fuck out of here.
You said it, not me. Yeah.
24/7 Fusion Media, ladies and gentlemen.
The fuck out of here. Now he's slam dunking.
Yeah.
Apparently, they don't have that much crime in Bloodhaven anymore. He's got better things to do.
It's got basketball to go. Yeah. So those are all the incentives, but yeah, just
Oh,
there's
fuck,
actually not that
Nightwing.
many that are really expensive. Some months there's like $50 ones. That was like, wow.
What's up with all the The anime it looks. I don't understand. I don't know how that sells because it just doesn't look good.
No.
In my opinion, it doesn't look good at all.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I still can't just get over the fact that I just saw fucking Nightwing fucking slam dunking a basketball, man. What the fuck?
You want me to buy that for you for next for your birthday?
No.
No, man.
Speaking of 24, I've got some stuff from you from Sean Estep. Sean Estep sent a box
All right,
for
I
Christmas,
appreciate it.
and there's some stuff in there for you. Remind me to get that to you next time I see you.
All right.
Yeah, shout out to Sean. He sent me some stuff too, so I gotta
Sounds awesome.
reciprocate. Yeah, what a nice guy to send some really cool books and stuff. Yep.
Tired Mark, Conan.
Yes, what I think
What
of
is best in life?
damn, you had to ask me that, and I don't remember off the top of my head. But actually, the comic
Crush
book,
your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the limitations of the women.
Thank you for covering for me, Loki. But that whole read of those first 4 books, I started on book 5 and didn't get quite finished with it, but it was a great read with a good little surprise built into it too. If anybody hasn't read them, go read them. I wasn't expecting a certain name to pop up. What was that in the 3rd book, Loki, or the 2nd book?
I think it's the 3rd book. I think you're right. Unless somebody can tell me.
I think it is the 3rd book, and it was really surprising to see that name pop up, and also Cole being mentioned in the book too as well, which was interesting. I forgot that they kind of loosely tied together in certain points, but hearing his name as well was surprising. But I won't say who it is because I don't want to ruin it for people who want to go read it. Unless Loki wants to say it or somebody else wants to say it, I'm not going to say the name.
He's not going to say it, ladies and gentlemen.
Nope, not going to say it. Go read it. It's worth your while to go read it.
Worth your while to go read it. So a modern day comic book that you're telling people to go and check out and look at. They do exist?
Yes, they do. Right there, they do. Like I said, it's very, very Savage Sword of Conan like to me. The stories, the artwork, like Mark said with or it was you or one of y'all said it with women with figures and stuff like that, and a little gratuitous nudity in there too, not to mention if you pay attention to the cells. But it's all there. It's basically like a Savage Sword of Conan from the 80s, in my opinion.
So it's one of those like Jurassic Park experiences where you're like, you have a comic book people want to buy. We have a comic book people want to buy. Yes, it actually happened. All right.
Yeah.
24.
Dude, I'll tell you like this, man. It was good. It was good to the point where after I read it, I was like, yo, I would be down to read more. You know, it's been a minute since I've read a good Conan story. You know, especially considering like they're doing like what they call it, the Savage Avengers or some shit. And you got like Conan with Wolverine and a bunch of other motherfuckers, and sometimes they fuck around and start fighting each other and shit. This is wild as shit, man. I don't know, man. It's to see Conan, you know, I remember like I used to have his action figures, man, when I was a kid. And then I used to watch his cartoons that they had. Of course, you know, love the movies.
Yeah, cartoons
I
were
remember-
different. His whole village got turned into stone, and he had to
Right.
fix it.
Yeah, it was very, you know, PG, man. It was like it was definitely for kids, but it was cool to see him, you know, go into that realm. Do anybody play any of the Conan games like Conan Exiles or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I played the Conan game that was on Xbox. There was one on Xbox. There was one back in the day.
Oh,
Before
they definitely got some PC games. Yeah, they definitely got a bunch of Conan PC games.
And I
those-
backed the original, the one that's on PC now. That's like all
Right.
online. As soon as they showed like the junk thing you could do with the junk, I was like, oh yeah, I'm buying that.
yeah, it's you know, to see Conan go from you know, from magazines, comic books, cartoons, toys, video
Books,
games,
regular
book,
books. Started
right,
out with regular books.
right. So it's you know, whether it's black and white or color or whatever the fuck. I mean, just see Conan. Uh, I don't know. I think it's great. I didn't like the Jason Momoa Conan. I didn't like that shit, man.
Nobody liked that. Jason Momoa didn't like it.
Right, and then
Jason
and
Momoa
then
was like, I want to be Conan. I don't want to be this guy. This guy's not
and
Conan.
I didn't like Conan the fucking TV show, man. Arnold picked that dude, man, and I was like, I don't know, man. I didn't like him.
The one
Arnold
who had like
handpicked.
the panther sword. Did anybody
Yeah, that
remember that?
motherfucker, man. Yeah, it's like he was big. You know, he was big enough to be Conan, but he didn't have the Conan. You know, he didn't have his mentality, man. It's like he couldn't sell it.
No, I don't
He was
think you could
he was
either.
too
I
weak,
never liked it
man.
either.
Yeah, it was kind of like how you watch like The Crow or when you watch Beastmaster the TV show or the Crow TV show. It's like it's just fucking a dumbed down version of the original shits, and it doesn't work, man. And they did that with Conan, and it like I said, reminded me of watching. And matter of fact, it came out around the same time as fucking Beastmaster and the Crow TV show and all that shit. It's nah, man. It lasted what, like 1 or 2 seasons, and that shit was out of there.
Something like that. About as
Yeah.
many episodes as Mortal Kombat had on TNT or whatever the hell it was.
Yo, yeah, I remember that. Yo.
I was watching Xena back then instead, probably.
Dun,
Hell
dun,
yeah.
dun, 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 dun. La 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 la. Yeah.
Hercules. Yeah, I was watching
Hercules, yep.
Hercules instead of
Sorbo.
watching Conan.
You know
Yup.
what's funny?
Instead of watching
I've got those on DVD. So I have the original first 4 miniseries episode, which the third or the last one is just like they took a whole bunch of scenes from the first 3, and that's what most of the last one is. But because they didn't have any money to do the last movie they had. But I've got
Sure.
those, and Eris was like, "What are these?" And I'm like, "Oh, those are the mini series things of Conan: The Legendary Journeys." And we watched those, and she was like, "And that's it? That's all there is?" I said, "No, there's a whole series. And it's got the guy from, not Dawn of the Dead,
Hercules?
but no, Ash Williams. Shit,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, man. You talking about Bruce Campbell?
Bruce
Yeah,
Campbell.
Campbell.
It's got Bruce Campbell in it
Yep.
from Evil Dead. It's Evil Dead.
Okay.
There you go. It's got Bruce
Yep.
Campbell from Evil Dead in it. It's got all these people in it. You know, it was, and
Yeah,
she
Luke
liked it.
Long.
She thought it was cool. She was pissed off at Hera that Hera was like, "Okay, your children are dead. Your wife's dead. All this is dead." Hated
Was it-
Xena. Absolutely hated.
Was it
Xena.
Sam Raimi or his brother that
It was
directed
Sam
that show?
Raimi?
Okay.
And guess,
Yeah.
hey, guess who
Yeah.
Sam Raimi's like coffee boy was?
Who?
Anybody? Does anybody know
Oh.
who Sam Raimi's
Oh.
coffee boy was when he
Yeah,
did?
Harvey Weinstein.
No, it wasn't Harvey Weinstein.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Jar Jar.
Jar Jar.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yep.
Should have stayed there.
Jar Jar and another guy that you might know that's involved in Star Trek.
That hidden robot guy.
Kurtzman.
Hey, Kurtzman.
Yeah.
Kurtzman,
They
yeah.
all came up from Raimi. I was like, oh wow, isn't that something?
I forgot Sam Raimi's brother played Eolus in that, didn't he? Isn't that the character that he played in
he
Hercules?
wasn't-
Wasn't he
He wasn't
Jasper?
a-
Josh, that's right, Josh.
Jasper or something?
Josh.
Yeah.
Joxer.
Joxer.
Joxer, yeah, something. He was like a clown on the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his
Yeah.
What's his first name? Oh, I can't remember. What's Raimi's brother's name? What's I'm forgetting.
Can't remember it.
Sean,
I
or what the heck is it?
Sean Raimi.
No, what the hell is his name? No, what the hell is his name? I
You're
can't.
gonna have to force me to look it up. Hold on just a second.
Yeah, I was on Comic Con. I can't freaking remember.
That's James
Mark's-
Gunn. He puts his brother.
Oh,
Sean
James
in.
Gunn. Oh, it was James Gunn. I'm thinking of
Ted
James Gunn.
Raimi.
I mix it. Yeah,
Mark's our looker up information.
Ted Raimi. Ted Raimi.
Ted
Yeah,
Raimi.
that's what he
Yeah,
said.
Ted
Ted, yeah.
Yeah, mixing up Ted with. I got too many comic books in this head, so yeah. That's my
Subhuman
kid.
says, I bought a large stack of 90s Spider-Man comics. Hell yeah, dude. If you got the Sinister Six run from the 90s, keep that shit. I love that
Yeah, you
shit.
got some money wrapped up in that if you snuck those got in there
Yeah, man.
with variant covers and all.
Yeah.
Remember when he had the robotic arm? Spider-Man with a robotic arm. Anybody know? Cyborg Spider-Man? No.
Yeah, with and he had like the eyepiece or whatever.
Yep, I was
Yeah.
on Return of the Sinister Six because they beat his ass so bad they gave him like bionic replacement limbs. Holy
Well, if you
shit.
got any McFarlane stuff in that run, too, was McFarlane 90s or was he late 80s?
I'm sure
Early
it was
90s.
90s.
Early
Yeah,
90s.
so, so you got any of the McFarlane stuff in there? That could be a hidden
starting
Oh
with
yeah.
Venom.
hidden gem. Yep, that's when I first started. One of my first mail order subscriptions started at $2.98. So it was a good time to send a check into Marvel for Spider-Man. Yep.
And that is another rabbit hole that I will go down where I'm like, oh, you have a copy of that? I've got 5. I'll buy this one too. I don't know why when it comes to certain people, except especially McFarlane, I'm like, I already have a copy. I already have a copy and a graded copy. I'll buy another copy anyway.
Yeah.
I can't.
I love this
can't
Hulk
stop
run
this.
too.
That's one thing I will ask on there. You got any 90s Spider-Man in there?
I'm gonna be unpopular when I say this, but he's overrated like Jim Lee in my opinion. I'm
Oh,
not a fan of
McFarlane?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Todd McFarlane's.
It depends
I
on
mean-
what he's doing. I mean, he did kind of revolutionize Spider-Man in a way.
Wrapping this.
did you?
Go ahead, Tom.
No, go ahead. Not
That's just
saying did y'all.
Go ahead. I'll shut
No,
up.
no, it's good. No, I was gonna ask, did y'all ever like get with him back in the '80s when he was doing like Infinity Incorporated?
No,
Yeah,
it wasn't
real
until
early.
I didn't know about him until he did the Spider-Man stuff. So
I
he
got
did the
you.
Spider-Man stuff in the 90s.
Right.
I didn't keep track of like who was writing what back then. I was just like, oh look, Spider-Man. Oh look, X-Men. Oh look, Batman. Oh look, this. Oh my god, I hate Superman because he's a Boy Scout and he doesn't burn people alive. Oh my god, Superman dead. I feel like shit because I shit all over him for the last year. I knew nothing about the names. I didn't hang out at like a whole bunch. I would go in and be like, "Do you have this?" No. Okay, I'm gone. I was not there to socialize or hang out or read comics with people. I went in, I got out. So I didn't. There was a lot of stuff I just didn't know for a long time.
See, I was a fan of the B Team comics. I mean, the B Team artists. I call them that. Like Mark Silvestri, Will Portacio, Ron Lim, all those guys. Those were my favorite artists. I always liked them more than I liked anybody else. Sam Key.
I started with the McFarlane Hulk, and I didn't know who it was. I'm like, oh, this is amazing! Like the stuff in the Hulk, it was just so different than what you'd seen before. And I'm still pissed to this day because what was it, Hulk 340 with the Wolverine claw issue, and it was on my pull list, and the comic shop owner, the bastard, said, "Oh, I didn't have enough of them." Of course, he sold them. And of course, he went out of business because I guess he was screwing people over. But I should have bought it again. It was still like I think it was $50 even back then when it first came out. We went like a crazy price. I'm like, it's on my pull list. I've been getting the Hulk for 3 years from you, and then this is the one issue that doesn't make it to my folder. It's like, you jerk. So, but then when he went to Spider-Man, it was just. I mean, I could see where people are kind of sick of the hype, but back then, I mean, that was all anyone could talk about, and he did add a lot of excitement. And then when of course he kind of went off the rails doing that amazing, the other book, the Spider-Man book, it went kind of nuts. But for a while there, that's all. Oh god, I can't wait till we get the next McFarlane Spider-Man book out there. It was just god, it was a good time to be reading comics, like this Conan book. I mean, these are just Nick Weiser was right. It's like, why aren't you buying this? Why are you buying this other Garbaggio? When he's like, dude, Conan is so good. You have to be buying it. Trying to do my Nick Weiser imitation. But yeah, just the art. Just even if you didn't read these stories, you just look through the artwork. The art is phenomenal. And McFarlane had that same kind of love. Brought out that love of comics and brought people to the comics. So yeah,
Just look at that. Look at
Yeah.
that. Look how freaking good that looks. Look how freaking good that looks. That is not slop. That is not crap. That is not terrible. That is like, holy crap. I love it. Get it. Go out and buy them now. Do it now.
Or if you can't buy them, go online and read them.
Go online and read them. There are options
Yep.
where you can find them online and read them. I mean, if you don't want to buy them, don't. But man, read them, because this is a rare moment where it's like they did what they were supposed to do, and they obviously they love doing what they are doing, and none of the crap that's going on right now is stopping them. So bravo to them.
but if you can't afford to buy it, definitely do it, because then you want to support the good stuff like this too, where
That's right.
where keep it going. So
I didn't have to like this. I didn't have to buy this. I've got copies, and I'm sure I can be like, okay, I like this one the least, and open that one and read it, because I've got multiple copies set aside of stuff that I'm never going to open. That will never see the light of day. The insides will never see the light of day. They will be slabbed. They will be put away, and they will be stored for safety and one day to be sold. So this is. I don't mind doing that. That's very rare today, where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get multiple copies. And when the little novellas coming out, when the trades come out, oh look, issue 1 through 4.
24 is gonna get you on that one. Like,
But I bought almost all the damn copies of the comics anyway. So I've just done both.
Well,
24 will be like, man, you should have just bought the comic. I did multiple times.
you just
Nah,
want
what
to
do you
read
want
a
from
copy
me?
on the coffee table.
No, I mean, yeah, at that point, it's like shit. What can you say if you supported it in all its formats?
I like these because I can just put them down anywhere, and I'm like, I don't worry about it. I don't think about it. I just, oh look, I'm gonna read through. I got 1, I got 2, I got 3, I got 4 coming. I think in February or something. Issue 4 is coming. That's already ordered and locked in, and that'll be 4 more comics as I hunt and search and go to different stores to find the rest of them that I want. So. Classic. What did you think, bro?
Okay, well, I'm gonna have a confession to make here. I misunderstood and I read the wrong Conan series. I didn't read that one, so I screwed up.
It's okay.
I failed the assignment.
Prom.
Crom. I never talked to you. I have no tongue for it. I read the wrong book.
Yeah. Yeah. So sorry, but I didn't read it.
It's cool. It's
worth reading. Classic. It's
Okay.
really worth reading.
So at some point, it won't be next week because we're gonna do something else. I gotta talk to the crew after the show, but we're gonna do something else. But we will come back to this because I want to read through the next 4 at some point in the future. So maybe next month, maybe the month after, whatever. We'll revisit. We'll talk about Conan again. Obviously, people are interested. People like reading these. And it's really difficult right now to get that when there's so much crap out there. So we will definitely come around to this again. Do you guys want to read more? This is,
Yeah.
I mean, from what everybody said, pretty much yes, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right, definitely. Oh yeah. I am ecstatic. Obviously, I can't stop like wanting to sell you on it. And I don't make anything off of that. It's not like I work for Titan. I don't care about Titan. Titan can go float up a river but they can't until they finish.
Well, no,
this.
not if you want to keep getting Conan.
Exactly. I want more Conan books. So once they finish, I'll go back to not caring. But while they're doing this, man, And if they can give us more, I want to see more come out of Titan that's this respectful, this loving, this thoughtful about a series that they want to make. So give us more. Give us more. Do whatever. I'm to the point where I'm like, get some of these properties out of these crazy people's hands and give it to people that actually want to work on it and want to make it great.
Right.
Sad thing is, the big two won't let. They'll hold on as long as they can.
Oh, I know. That's
they
pretty
will.
much I just gave up on.
Mm-hmm.
I love X-Men. I love X-Men so much that I almost dropped like $1,000 on a set that Mark had that I was going to get from somebody else. And I didn't, because I was like, God, I can't do that. That was beginning of last year. I don't know if you remember that.
Was it Uncanny or was it X-Men?
It was like 1 through 50 of what's his name? Claremont.
That's the X-Men. That's the regular X-Men title.
So it's like 1 through 50 or 1 through 60. I can't remember exactly what it was, but there was a whole box of them. And she was like $1,000. It's got all the keys in it. I was like,
what issues are those? Because I might have them. I don't. I was joking them on these shows, but I'm glad my wife's not listening. Because I mean, like, we need some money to fix the bathroom that's broken. It's like,
I know I've got them. I can open my closet, look at them. I've got those in Uncanny. The Uncanny X-Men will be the lining of my coffin when they cremate me. They're not being sold. They're going with me.
Holy crap.
I still kind of kick myself for not buying Fantastic Four #2 when I had the chance to.
I know.
I really regret it not buying it. I kept on going back and like, can I buy this? Can I buy this? Can I buy this and not get in trouble?
You did.
But I didn't. It was in my hands and several times, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself around to doing it without getting in trouble, so I didn't do it.
How long ago was that, Mark?
Back in October
When he was
here. When I was in Houston. I mean, I was like, there were a couple issues. I was like, I wonder how much trouble I'll get in when I come home with just 2 comic books and spend a couple. I won't say how much, but a lot. But no, Fantastic Four #2. It was in what was it? It was a 3.2 or 2.3.
Yeah.
It wasn't a high one, but it was just the actual having it.
Yeah,
the tactile, and I was like, oh, I really want to buy. I think it was like $300 for it. It wasn't that $200 or $300? It wasn't that bad. And I wish I'd have bought it.
To have those, just to own it, right? I was always trying to complete that run of the Silver Surfer, his first series, and I have most of them, but a few of them, like, there were some crummier books that, and I like, I should just bought it. Just now the prices have gone insane. You're waiting, like, I want to get a better, copy, but I'm like, they call them a reader copy, I guess, but we're talking about, obviously the show's named after Clobbern times and Hail Your Muslim Uncle. Yeah, he had his whole run of Fantastic Four until he had to sell it. And he did have an FF #1, and he said it was, Garbaggio condition, but he's still, like, he had that in his hands where you could have that. You just got it, right? You got that number. You got the number 1. And,
it's like being a little kid all over again when you have stuff like that and see stuff and hold it, and you're like, ha, 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 ha. And yes, Chris, it was. I'm sorry, Loki. Chris corrected me. It was a 2.2 is what it was. I forgot.
Cool.
Chris was standing next to me when I got it.
The store that I go to is called Space Cadets Collectibles Collectible, and it is in Houston. They do have a eBay page where they put a lot of their stuff. The owner is an absolutely wonderful ginger that loves comic books. She reads comic books. She's read comic books since she was a kid. She knows her shit. There is no like, but it's a woman owns it. Oh, she knows her shit. She knows more shit than I do.
And the chick that she has working for her knows her shit real well too.
Yeah, all the girls in there.
Her stuff that was there that day.
All the girls that work in there, and there are a bunch of girls that work in there. They all know their stuff, and they're all comic book nerds.
And they're nice.
And they're nice, and they don't play around. So,
but yeah, it's like, you can't know comics because you're a girl. It's like, quick story. Like, I have a friend who grew up in the sports industry, and her dad was like a sports writer, grandfather, and she ended up working at ESPN. And then, like, she was at a bar one night, And this guy was like, I hate using the term mansplaining, but whatever. He was being a jerk to her about, like sports, like, oh, honey, you won't know anything about, the lines on these, games. And then she like Claudia, my friend, she's so snappy. She like she tells the story much better, but she like totally destroyed the guy, like gave all the lines of what all the college games were, named all the coaches, and it's like, you know your stuff. What do you do? Like, well, actually, I work at ESPN, but he was like talking down to her, like, oh, honey, you won't know anything about, sports, but she probably knows more than like 99% of the people out there. But yeah, it's the same thing. And that's always the other joke too. Like, oh, guys don't want, girls in a comic book shop. It's like, whenever a girl walked in the comic book shop, how can we help you? Which is, not, the typical nerd or geek. Yeah, they don't want girls in the shop. It's like, what are you, crazy?
That shop is wall to wall comics. So you've got comics all over the walls. You've got bins. You've got turntables. You've got, I mean, just everywhere, right? If you look up, and I don't know if Mark looked up, I should have been like, hey, look up. There are rows and rows and rows of long boxes on the graded ceiling. So you can look up and the ceiling's graded.
I did not see
through
that. I did not see
There's
that.
nothing but lockbox or long boxes up on the second floor. So you can't go up there. But if there's not something there, there is a high probability that it will be up there. And they will go up there and pull something for you right then and there if they have it in their inventory.
The funniest thing was, and I think it's okay to say it now, but somebody's birthday was coming up, and we were we were spying for a birthday present. Every book that I asked for, they did not have, but they could get their hands on it. It was just a matter of time, but we'll just leave it at that. I hope I don't get beat up for saying that, but it was a real coup to try to pull that off with that somebody in the shop standing next to you as you're looking for books for them for their birthday. Chris.
No, Monkey Max. It's in the Woodlands. It's North Houston. So it's Space Cadets Collectibles, and it's the one in the Woodlands.
Is this their eBay page, Loki? I just want to share for 1 second, or I think if I found the right person. Is that them? Or
Yep, that's her. That's that crazy ginger too. Now
Okay.
that's in their old store. So that's the old store. That store they moved out of like very beginning end of last year. Yeah, because we raided them because they had all kinds of crazy stuff on sale for almost nothing. We got all kinds of stuff the end of last year because they were getting ready to move at the end of the year.
I like that name of a store. That's a great name. Yep.
Collection. That's what it is. It's not collectible. It's collection.
Cool. Yeah. Well, it's good to know. I'm adding it to my eBay list to see where I can get in trouble.
I do believe that is like what is that quote? Oh, that's a Gundam mix. She's got all kinds of crazy toys there too.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she's got Voltron and all kinds of crazy shit there. She has a ton of stuff.
Yeah, I was on that Voltron. I won't lie. I was on that Voltron.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the LJN Voltron, no less, too. It wasn't. It was the original.
It was the original, like the one I have.
Yep, the metal lines and
God,
everything.
Oh yeah, I have a friend. His mom threw them all out when he went to college. It's like all the Voltron, all the lines, everything. Yep.
Is that is that Micronauts right there on the left, the far left?
No, that's Six God Union Deluxe Godmores. What the heck is that?
World Shigoken. It's a Shigoken. It's by the same people that make
the Voltron, right?
Yeah, Voltron, Power Rangers. Soul Shigoken makes all kinds of cool shit. So this is the metal. Hold on. Let me blow this up real quick. This is the metal Dragon Zord for Power Rangers. This was made by Soul Shigoken. So it's all metal. It's not plastic. The tail, all of it, it's movable, and it turns into you can do the ultra whatever, and you can merge it with the other one. That lights up, though I don't have a battery for it. So you've got like a little thing with the little, and that lights up and does the little thing for the show and all that shit.
You know, if he has it, he plays it Subhuman. He plays the Dragon Dagger if he's got it.
This, this is the San Diego Comic-Con Megazord, the green and black one. Why did I get green and black? Because I like green and black.
That works, right? Yep. Works with your channel.
Works with the channel and it works with me. So, but all that Soul Shigokin. So they're like, when it comes to combiners, they're the ones you're like, okay, how much is it? Oh my God, $500. Yeah. Where is the Dragon Dagger? Okay, so I have the Dragon Dagger in a box in the movie room, or it used to be a spare bedroom. Now it's going to be the movie room, but all that's in like boxes back there. So, and it's an OG one. So it's one of the first ones. I don't have the like $2,000. We're going to get out of here. Does anybody have anything they want to plug before we get out of here?
Not this time around. Don't have anything going on at all.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm going to be doing a review of the first issue of the new Aquaman series. That'll probably be out tomorrow. And hopefully this weekend I'm going to be putting out a video. It's basically the top 5 villains I think would make good opponents for Batman. And that'll hopefully be out sometime over the weekend.
Cool.
Oh,
Anybody else?
24, you got anything? Or yep.
no, I don't have anything right now.
Okay.
Well, I've got my Sunday night show always, Sunday Night Geekery, and I got some cool things over the holidays, so I'll have to look, Loki. I got you.
He got Fem Loki.
Yeah, and if you recall in the comics at the time, Loki was punished by Odin and turned into a female. So that was his punishment. Of course, they wouldn't say that today, but yeah, one of my kids got me this action figure, and of course, I'll do I got to do an unboxing of this this corgi.
Batmobile.
And one other thing to show, my other kid got me. Look how cool my kids are. They got me that, and then they got me. My other son got me this RoboCop.
Oh, dude, I saw that. I forget where I saw that. Whether it was at like Books a Million or it was. I saw that somewhere, and I was like, damn, that looks badass. I almost bought it too.
It's nice when your kids are out of college and have jobs now, right? So,
Right.
I got a return on investment. Let's see, how much was college a year? But no, but he's like, oh, Dad, there was a comic book shop near where I work, and I went in. I know you like RoboCop, so grab that
Now
for you.
Now they need to get that. Now he needs to get you the Ed that's the same size, same size to that, so you can have Ed and RoboCop.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. So did they make an Ed with this in this series? I don't know if I have to find out.
I don't think they did.
Oh, they didn't do it. Because I have an old Ed, but it's probably not the same scale.
Ed 209.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if they made one. I know there is one. Because I've seen it. I just don't know.
Yeah,
if
I have one, but I don't think it's that big to match with this scale. Yep.
You have 20 seconds to comply. You know what? If they ever do that, you know what you're going to see? You're going to go down into Mark's basement, and there's going to be RoboCop with the like Cobra assault cannon over the hood of the car, and there's going to be Ed 209 pointed at him, and you can just recreate the whole scene from the movie.
Yeah. What a scene! Yeah. And that's why I got the 1-star rating. They had to take that scene when he's taking the guy out in the boardroom, with how many thousand rounds of ammo, and they had to cut it down. They said it was too violent.
Oh yeah, they had to cut because that goes on. It's like do forever in the unedited version, and you're like, damn,
out of bullets. Yeah.
It's too much. We're gonna rate it X. Edit the movie. Edit the damn movie.
Oh, and I'm also building a gaming PC, so I might do that later tonight. Do part 2 of that if anyone.
Nice. What are you putting in it video card wise?
Well, video card's an old video card, but I might sell the computer. So if someone wants a better video, it's an old 1080, which is probably the best, video card there was 7 years ago.
That's what's in this. That's what
1080, 1080 Ti.
Yeah, that's what streams every morning. The
Yep.
big dog's back there.
Yep.
So
it's not a super duper computer, but I had long story short, my computer kept crashing, so I kept buying components, and the last thing it turned out to be was the CPU was bad. But I bought like a new motherboard, a new power supply, memory, I kept buying stuff, and then it was the CPU. So I'm using all those components to build another gaming machine. And I'm like, I got to build it anyway, so it'll be fun to do it on stream. So about halfway there now. Yep.
Eris plays the new Ribbon, plays the Long Dark, plays multiple PC games on this computer. And I'm not in here working on this thing. So
1080 is a good card.
1080 is a good card. It's solid. You just can't do anything super new.
Yeah, you can't play
There's
the
a
new
bunch
Indiana
of-
Jones game if you don't want to get. I hear that's a boring one, but
It
you
is.
can't play that. Yeah, you need the cell shading or the what's the shading on that one. Yep. So, but yeah, so I'll be doing that later tonight, maybe. Yep.
Yeah, guys, tune in. Make sure you're subscribed to all these wonderful people. Chris Persia has been putting out the links for everybody. That one's for your boy, 24/7 Fusion Media.
I appreciate
You forgot
that.
Mark's. Mark has a
Oh
channel.
no! I don't have a channel. No, I do not.
He does too. Don't let him
My
lie to you.
my channel died.
Guys,
it's in peace.
We're gonna get out of here. Thank you so very much for hanging out with us on the Comic Book Roundtable. Clobby would have sat there and been like, you just came in at the wrong time, Loki. You came in when people like Seth MacFarlane. He would do. He'd give me such. You should have come in earlier. You should have come in earlier and gotten all the other stuff first. That's why you like those idiots that came in to do. Oh, we're out of here, guys. Take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend enter. We'll see you on the next one. Have a great night, everybody.
Peace.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.